Hi guys, welcome to this third Premier League wrap up. Obviously, that's right. The third game week of the Premier League ended about a week ago. I know it's a late upload. I know. I'll try next week to get it earlier for you, but if it does not get in between the Monday and the Friday, I'll just get done in that next game week. So it'll be up. It won't be like up 2 weeks later. It won't. That's no. So I want to make this one quick, because I know no one's gonna want to watch 20 minutes of me talking. So let's get into the first game. Wolves Man City was 1-1. Will Bowley in 57th minute. Laporte in the 69th minute with his first goal for Man City. Let me just fix this camera. Yeah, okay, that's better. Yeah, so this was actually, people would say, the surprise of the weekend. Like, I actually predicted in game week 1 that Wolves are one of the teams that can hold Man City, and they did that. The reason why is because they can sit back and defend, but they can also attack because they have such a good attack. They can transition from defense to attack so well. Their midfield is strong. João Moutinho, Ruben Neves, strong. And then their wide players, Helder Costa, Diego Jota, Adama Traore off the bench, Jimenez at striker. They can use Leo Bonatini as a sub striker. So they Doherty as a left wing back. They have a lot of good players. Their attack, like you look at their lineup. Their lineup is more attacking. It's not more defensive. Even against Man City, 3 at the back, then right wing back, left wing back, and 2 centre mids, right wing, left wing, and a striker. That's an attacking thing. So they weren't scared of Man City. They weren't scared. They weren't gonna just sit back and defend. They really were really good. From the start they were probably on the front foot. And then after halftime, it just, Man City realized what was going on, and then they kind of pushed a little more, and then they got their goal, Wolves, and then Man City obviously were much more on the front foot and got the equalizer. Next game was Southampton Leicester, 2-1 to Leicester. Bertrand 52nd minute, Demarai Gray 56th minute, and Harry Maguire in the dying minutes to win the game for Leicester. This is really good for Leicester. Really good for Leicester. They have six points in 3 games. They have 6 points in 3 games from this. They lost to Man United in the opening weekend. That's don't hold up against them. Even how Man United is playing bad, do not hold a loss to Man United against them. And they still played pretty good. They still played pretty good. So looking really good, especially though how they didn't have Jamie Vardy. Personally, I don't think Jamie Vardy is nowadays that big of a I would probably take Demarai Gray. I don't know. I just feel like if Jamie Vardy is also the team, they have so much backup strikers that they can do something. But obviously, Jamie Vardy is their best striker. Jamie Vardy is a leader. Jamie Vardy is their heart, not their heart and soul, but they need Jamie Vardy, and they won without him in the dying minutes. As for Southampton, that's 1 point in 3 games. If Southampton can get their new signing Danny Ings firing, that can do something for them, because a lot of things that has helped Southampton in the recent years is goal scorers. Pele, remember the Southampton player Pele. I think Charlie Austin got going one time. So Southampton, Ricky Lambert, Southampton need a proper goal scorer striker, and I think if Danny is that type of person, but he just needs to get going. We saw what he could do at Burnley. It didn't work out at Liverpool. Let's get into the next game. Arsenal West Ham 3-1. Arsenal Arnautovic in the 25th minute, 1-0 West Ham. Then Monreal in the 30th minute, 1-0, and then Diop own goal in the 70th minute. Then Danny Welbeck in the 92nd minute of stoppage time. 92nd minute of stoppage time. So yeah, to seal the victory for them. West Ham. They were when the game started. I'm trying to block this light. You see this light here? Yeah, I'm trying to block it. West Ham were when the game started on the front foot, but they just weren't creating a lot of chances. They were on the front foot. They were attacking, but they had a good counter, but they weren't creating a lot of chances. They got their goal with Marko Arnautovic because once he put pressure on the team, let's face it, they honestly they will eventually crack. I mean, there are teams that can not do that, but anyway. And then the floodgates opened. Well, not really, because Arsenal just equalized, and then they scored like 2 second half, 20 minutes with 10 minutes left, 2 second half goals. So I think West Ham. I'm not gonna hold this against them, right? Arsenal isn't. Yes, we could say Arsenal is a bad team, but Arsenal is not a horrible team, and Arsenal is a better team than West Ham. So I'm not gonna hold this against them. But with their new signings, I think they could do better. They haven't got any wins yet. They have not got any wins yet. With their new signings, and their new manager, you want to go all that to go to waste. So I mean, it's just, I think they can do better. As for Arsenal, it's their first win. If they're gonna want to do something this year, they're gonna have to improve. They're gonna have to improve. It wasn't the most convincing performance, but they granted it all. Can't hold that against them. I know the light is annoying. Next game, I know the light is annoying, but I'm not gonna try to stick my head in front of it. It's just distracting. Alright, so the next game was Bournemouth Everton 2-2. Theo Walcott Richarlison with a red card in the 41st minute. Then Theo Walcott in the 56th minute. Then Adam Smith red card for Bournemouth in the 61st minute. So at this point, it's 1-0 to Everton with Bournemouth with a red card and Everton with a red card. Then Michael Keane in the 66th minute, 2-0 up to Everton. Then Josh King in the 75th minute, penalty. And then Nathan Ake in the 79th minute, 2-1. Does anyone remember this fixture like 2 years ago? Like it was such a good fixture. Like Everton went to Bournemouth and it was like 3-4, 4-3. It was such a good, like, there's a lot of 3-0s, but it was just like all of the goals were scored in the last minute. It was such a good game, and Bournemouth Everton, especially at Bournemouth, seems to always be a good game, and this game was a good game. 2 red cards, a comeback from Bournemouth. It was not a bad game at all. So really good for Everton. That is 5 points in 3 games for them. As for Bournemouth, that's actually 9 points. That's 7 points in 4 games. Obviously, Bournemouth have got Callum Wilson scoring now. So I mean, they've got Callum Wilson scoring like he's and they're doing really well. Bournemouth. Everton also are doing pretty well. These both teams are doing pretty well. Theo Walcott, I think that's his 2nd goal of the season. So it's good for Bournemouth, good for Everton. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think Callum Wilson actually got 2 assists in this game. I think Callum Wilson might have got 2 assists in this game. I'm not sure. No, he hasn't. But I think he fell down for the penalty. I'm not sure. Anyway, next game, Huddersfield Cardiff City 0-0. Jonathan Hogg in the 63rd minute with a red card. So these Cardiff games seem to never be that interesting. No offense to Cardiff. That was sad for Cardiff. Haven't been so convincing. Cardiff haven't started the season that convincingly. I think they could have made more signings in the transfer window, but I don't know. Cardiff could have done something better. Huddersfield coming off of Cardiff could have had a better start. Huddersfield coming off of that 6-0 loss against Man City. Obviously they had Aaron Moy back. little draw against Cardiff. I mean, these two teams aren't doing the greatest, and hopefully can get started. If maybe Huddersfield can get Mounier going. Zohor is Cardiff striker. Next game was Liverpool Brighton. It was Liverpool Brighton. This last game on Saturday. It was 1-0 to Liverpool. Salah in the 23rd minute. Really good from Brighton. Really well from Brighton, especially coming off of what they did against Man United. Really good for Brighton. Yes, Liverpool kind of dominated the game if you look at the stats. More possession, more shots, more everything. But Brighton kept in. That's most important, Keep in the game. Even if you're 1-0 down, keep in the game. Don't let floodgates open and 4-0 down and you can't get back into the game. Keep in the game, and then in the second half you can attack and try to get that goal. And that's what Brighton did. They went 1-0 down, but let's just keep in the game, keep the 1-0 loss until half time. And then they went out in the second half and attacked, and they could have got a goal. There were chances for them. So yeah, good for Liverpool though. That's actually 9 points that's 3 wins in 3 games, 9 points. The first game on Sunday was Watford Crystal Palace. Pereira in the 53rd minute. He's in form. Holebas in the 71st minute, then Zaha in the 78th minute. Really good for Watford. Watford, they're kind of like Bournemouth. They've got off to a really good start, except they're probably better than Bournemouth actually. I think Watford, that's 3 wins in 3 games for them. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, that's 3 wins in 3 games. They haven't had a big team game yet, but soon they'll have Tottenham. So they haven't had a big team yet, but they're not going to hold them against them. Does everyone remember last year when they actually got off to a good start as well, and they were challenging for the title? They got off to a good start last year as well, but they kind of fell. So hopefully when they get off to a good start this year, they can keep the good start and maybe aim for a Europa League, like Burnley did. Crystal Palace in the later stages could have drawn the game back. Ward missed a wide open header. Benteke needs to get going. Benteke has been on a goal drought for so long. I mean, maybe he's not been on a goal drought. Maybe he's been scoring 1 goal, but he hasn't been scoring as much goals as he should. So Crystal Palace, if they can get Benteke firing, take their chances. Zaha has been done pretty well. So yeah, the next game was Fulham Burnley. This was a really good game if you like goals. Seri in the 4th minute, then 1-0 to Fulham. Hendrick in the 10th minute, 1-0, and then Mitrovic in the 36th minute, 2-1. Then Mitrovic in the 38th minute, 3-1 to Fulham. Then Tarkowski in the 41st minute, 3-2 at halftime to Fulham. That's a really good game. And then Andrew Shirley in the 83rd minute to put the cherry on top for Fulham. Really good for Fulham. I said last week, I'm not sure if I said this, but I thought last week that Fulham are a good team, and yes, they had lost their first 2 matches, but their first match, that was just a one-off, and then their second match they played against Tottenham, and they didn't play bad. So Fulham are a really good attacking team. They're really, really good. They have Mitrovic is getting started with his goals, and Shirley is also a really good player. So they really can score goals. Again, they need to work on not conceding. They've conceded 7 in 3 games. I think 7 in 3 games. So if they can stop conceding, they'll do better. As for Burnley, that wasn't bad. I mean, Burnley should do, and on Burnley's side they should do a little bit better. I'm not gonna hold it against them. I don't expect Burnley to win every single time. That's 1 point. They're like Southampton. That's 1 point in the 3 games. And they play Man U next, so maybe they can get a win against Man U. Okay. Anyway, next game. Okay. Next game. Newcastle Chelsea. 2-1 to Chelsea. Hazard in 76th minute. This was a goal. This game started scoring late. 76th minute. Eden Hazard with a penalty. Joselu in the 83rd minute with a controversial goal. And then Yadlin in the 87th minute with an own goal for Chelsea. But Chelsea's first penalty was also very controversial. Newcastle kind of just sat back the whole game. Newcastle pretty much just sat back the whole game, and then when they needed to, they scored, and that's what they did. Chelsea, on the other hand, were a little more attacking, but they weren't that good of they weren't. I don't think they were that good. And Chelsea are one of those teams that they always leave it to the last 20 minutes to win the game. They always do it. Like Chelsea have always done that, and that's what they did. Left it to the last 20 minutes, but they won the game. Chelsea won the game. That's 9 points in 3 games. Newcastle gave a good effort. Last game of the week, Man United, Tottenham. Let's get into this. Harry Kane, 50th minute. Lucas Moura, 52nd minute. Lucas Moura, 84th minute. I do not want to get into Man United problems. I feel like I just make a separate video for Man United just to complain about Man United because I don't have the time to complain about Man United. Anyway, Man United, the one time we actually play nice, free-flowing football, don't sit back and defend, play such nice, free-flowing, a chance footballs, we lose 3-0. So, I mean, if you watch the highlights, if you're just watching the game, like, until 50th minute, we look like we were in the game. Completely, we look like we were in the game. And then they just floodgates open for some reason, like, Man United, even when it was 3-0, we were never out the game. They just took their chances. Man United need to take their chances. Lukaku should have scored. He had a wide open goal. Tottenham took their chances. We had 23 shots and 5 on target. 9 for Tottenham, 5 on target for Tottenham. So I'm not gonna say create chances because Man United just took their chances. They would have won the game. Tottenham took their chances. Credit to them. I guess the lineup was kind of shaky. Herrera was playing centre back, but he obviously has his reasons. Good, congrats Tottenham. Alright, so I have a couple minutes left to get into the topic is who I think is going to win the league this year. And I think Liverpool. I think Liverpool is going to win the league this year. I think Chelsea just aren't good enough. I think Chelsea will lead, like they said, they just leave it till the last 5 minutes and they've grinded out. They've grinded out their wins. So I just think Chelsea, when it gets on that big day, Chelsea aren't good enough. I think Liverpool are really good. I think they have such a good attack and such a good defense. Some of it gets to the point where Alisson is piling players, so he doesn't just for fun because he gets bored. Like you saw that against Brighton. So Alisson, like, they have a good keeper now. Their defense isn't really being tested. That's a good thing. So, because it's more mainly on attack. So I think Liverpool will win with their attack and with their defense. Joe Gomez has been doing really good recently. So I think, and Van Dijk is a good defender. So I think Liverpool will win their attack and their defense. Alisson, he made a mistake against Brighton with his footwork. I think Alisson can just play the simple balls and just kick the ball out. Not trying to do with anything special. Klopp can talk to him, and if Klopp doesn't want to talk to him, Klopp can try and make him do it better. Man City, on the other hand, I think Man City, you know those things where you just don't see Man City winning. I just don't see Man City winning, especially against their draw against Wolves. I just don't see them winning. When it comes to playing the big teams, I think Liverpool will conquer. I think Liverpool will beat Man City, actually. So I think Chelsea will come third. I think Man City will come second. I don't want to get into Man U. Anyway, the title can be won by anyone at this point. Anyone. It's still early season, but I think Liverpool will win. Yes, Man City have a good attack. Yes, Man City have a good defense. But I think on the big day, Liverpool will conquer. I think a couple of the small teams will hold Man City this year. And I think Liverpool will not be held that much, maybe once or twice. But I think Liverpool will win. Let me tell you why quickly. Liverpool will win because Chelsea is just, they grind out too much and they're not, on the big day, not going to get there. Man City are good, but they're going to be held by a couple small teams. in this season, which is going to drop points. And when it gets on a big day against Liverpool, they're not going to win. Man United, Arsenal just at this point aren't good enough. So that's and Tottenham again aren't good enough. Tottenham will come out. Tottenham are better than Man United and Arsenal, but just aren't good enough. So I think Tottenham will come fourth, and I think Liverpool first, Man City second. Man City second, Chelsea third, Tottenham fourth. Anyway, that's the Premier League wrap up. I know it went long. Anyway, so tune in for the next Premier League wrap up. I might be sending out some other videos that aren't Premier League wrap ups, and stay tuned for that. Might, alright? I'm not guaranteeing anything. Anyway, bye.